Hello my lovies, and welcome back to another fast video here on my channel where we're going to be talking about the books I'm going to be reading in May. I do realize this video is going up on the 17th of May, which is 2 days over halfway through the month. I get this, I do. Okay, trust me that I understand that there's a problem with this, but I definitely want to put a May TBR up on my channel, one, because I'm pretty good at following my schedule. Also, I just now got the books I wanted to read for May. Some of them I'm already kind of the way through in. Some of them I have yet to start, and hopefully I do get to all of them before the end of the month, but I cannot promise. If you want to know what I'm currently reading all the time, watch my weekly vlogs. They go up weekly. That's why they're called weekly vlogs. Yeah, okay. The first book we're going to talk about is the most anticipated read of all time for me. Well, it's the most anticipated read of the year, and that is Again But Better by Christine Rico. And she is a booktuber here on, she's Plum Bananas Books. I love her to death. She's one of my favorite YouTubers of all time, and honestly, I've been so looking forward to this book. I've had it pre-order for over 2 years now, or since she announced the pre-order, which maybe was a year ago. Not entirely sure. If you hear my dog, he's in my room. She's in my room with me. Yeah, no. Watch my vlogs, you can see her. But either way, I've been so looking forward to this book. So this book is about Shane, who is kind of a loner, doesn't really know her place in life, and she is a sophomore in college, or maybe a second year freshman in college. Something under those lines. And, she is going off to study abroad in London for a creative writing class. There she meets several of her new best friends that I think will become her best friends, not really far in the book. And she will also have, she also meets a guy named Pilot, and they go on a rocky romance relationship, I think. Also, I've heard there's some magical elements. I'm not really sure how magical and mystical this can be, but I'm curious to see the light elements of mysticalness. I know it's broken into 2 parts, and I think the whole book, from what I can understand, it's like she's like redoing her life again, but better, I think is what it is. I don't know. I'll let you know. I have a whole review and things coming out of this book very, very soon. I have to finish it first. I'm like 80 pages in or something like that. Very, very much loving it, but I will have a whole review, whole log, whole 9 yards, talking about nothing but Again But Better. Oh my gosh, guys. Pick it up. Pick it up. So far, I think you should pick it up. I'll let you know. The next book, I really don't see myself picking, like, finishing this month, but if so, I have the next compendium, and that is The Walking Dead. Now, I have read Compendium 1, and I've read parts of Compendium 2. I've never read the whole thing, Compendium 2. I have read all of the first one. This is how I read the books. Some people find it intimidating. I find it intimidating, but I read a volume a night normally, which is about normal for my graphic noveling, which is about 100, or about almost 140 pages a night, which is pretty great for, like, someone who's needing to read, like, big books. Now, this is a graphic novel. Everybody knows what The Walking Dead is. It's about zombies taking over the world. I don't really know how to describe this other than the fact that I'm reading it, and they'll be popping up. Just like Saga popped up in my other TBRs, this is the next graphic novel set that we're going to be talking about, is The Walking Dead. I feel ashamed having this in my TBR. It is in my TBR, though. I'm ashamed, okay? Glad we had that covered. And that is What If It's Us by Becca Italian Severa. Honestly, I'm done talking about this. I will have a review of it, and the reasons why I'm struggling reading it. I just have a feeling their relationship is going to be so rocky that it's just going to make me uncomfortable. But, obviously, I'm not there yet. I mean, I'm kind of there. I don't know. There's too much spoilery stuff that I know. So I'm going to put it down now. But just know that it's on my list, and hopefully I can finish it in the month of May, so I can just click it off of, like, I read it. Okay? Thank you. So there are several of these that are the first books in a trilogy of other books. Some of these have no books out, except for the one book. Some of them are books, and then there's one that's like a standalone. All the other ones are beginnings of series. So the first beginning of series that we're going to talk about is Shadow and Bone, which is the first book in the Grisha trilogy. I heard these are horrible, but you gotta read these to be able to read Six of Crows and things. Plus there's a TV show coming out about, honestly I have no idea what this is about. Going in this completely blind, and I'm planning on doing a whole, like, readathon based off Shadow and Bone or something like that, maybe one of these series, so you guys can know my whole entire opinions about it. I'm sure I'll update you guys at the end of the month for my wrap-up if you guys want to know, and I'll talk about when I do read them. But it's not on my top priority list. Like I said, the books that I'm telling you, these are the order of top priority. It could change, though. But yeah, I have no idea what it's about, but I'm very, very much looking forward to it. So, there we go. Next book I am so looking forward to, it literally, I think, just came out, if I'm not mistaken. I couldn't really tell you when, but I think it just did, like, honestly, May 8th. It came out, yeah, just like 8 days ago. And that is Elizabeth Avesito's second book. She is the writer of the acclaimed Poet X, which got the National Book Award, which it deserved. It was one of my favorite books of last year, and I had to pick up her sequel, and that is With the Fire on High. I am planning on actually listening to this as an audiobook, but I wanted it with me just in case I wanted to actually read it as well. It is all written in verse. Oh, wait, no, these are written. What? It's not written in verse? I don't know if the last book was written in verse. Was the last book written? I had a strong feeling it was. Either way, I'm really looking forward to this. It's about a single mom who's in high school, and it's all about the complications she wants to become a chef or something like that. Under those lines, it's an own voice story, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure Elizabeth Avesito has a daughter that she had in high school, something like that. I remember reading that it's an own voice story. The last book was about slam poetry, which was a dream to read. I wish I would listen to that one on audiobook. And I've been told that this is an amazing audiobook, so I'm planning on picking it up after I finish the one I'm currently reading. The next book has been on my TBR before, but you guys didn't know because I don't make TBR videos back then. But it has been, and that's The Kiss of Deception by Mary E. Pearson. This is the Remnant Chronicles. This is book 1. This is about a girl who is being chased by a king and a villain. Someone who's trying to kill her, and a prince who is trying to save her because she didn't want to get married to him or whatever. And you don't know which one's trying to find her or whatever. It's supposed to be really, really good. This is book 1 in a 3-book trilogy. Book 2 is really short, I heard. Book 3 is like super long. And I've heard sometimes some people like it, some people don't. I'm gonna give the first book a try. All these are basically giving the first book a try. Maybe I'll make a video about that. Interesting. Reading hype books. That's a good video idea. Okay. But, and so, yeah, The Kiss of Deception is one of them. I'm looking forward to it. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. We have 2 more books on this list, and the next one I'm really, really looking forward to, but we're going to talk about the one after that, because, honestly, it's just easier. And that is a book that I'm looking forward to. And that's Maggie Zevar's The Raven Boys. I think I've read this. I could look at my Goodreads. It will tell me if I read it. So I read Shiver, and I read the sequel to Shiver, which is Maggie Zevar's first actual, I'm pretty sure, series that she wrote. I hated Shiver. It's one of the worst books of all time. I read the sequel because I told it was getting better. It's called Linger or something like that. I hate it even more than the first book. And I hate Maggie Zevar's writing. I have no intentions of actually enjoying this book. Now you're asking why would you read it? Because I'm curious, maybe I'm wrong. I've done that before where I've read a book or I've listened to a book or something like that, and it actually turns out to be better than I thought it was. And the Raven Boy is so loved that I just have to give it a try. I have to. If I figure out that I have read it, I'm not picking it up. But you know, maybe a second chance is better. I don't know. It's popular though. Popular. I think that's what you guys can talk about this TBR. It's overhyped. Yep, that's the overhyped TBR. Now this book I am so looking forward to. I almost bought it like 4 times. I didn't. I guess that's something on the book itself. But that, of course, is Slayer by Kristen White. I've never read a Kristen White book. I don't know what all she has written. Hold on. She has And I Dream, Now I Rise. Ooh. And I Darken and Now I Rise are 2 of the ones I did want to read. Brightly Bright, Brightly Burn, The Dark Descent of Elizabeth Frankenstein, which is also another one I really wanted to read as well. Those books were really big last year. So, but this one is about a girl named, hold on, I can tell you, Nina and her twin sister, and they're born to be slayers in a world after the events of season 7 of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, where, to be honest, they don't actually, it's total spoilers for Buffy, but Buffy's one of my favorite things, and this is the first book that I've read. I've read 4 other books, 4 actual books that are based in the Buffy universe, are not canon. This is the first canon book that I read that's based in the Buffy universe. She was told that she needs to write a book, something like that. I watched a few interviews, and honestly, yeah, I'm just really looking forward to. And it's about it's about the Slayers that did not want to become Slayers, that were wished upon. Like, I don't know, in the series finale of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, it's almost looked upon them, it was a grateful thing, but this book is looking at it in more of a different light, which I'm really, really excited for. I don't know if I'm going to read this myself or listen to it. Well, I'm going to try reading it first, and then if I don't like it, by reading it, I'm sure I'll love it by audiobooking it. I've heard Buffy and other cast members are inside this novel, but I've also heard that they have bad reps, so we will see. I'm very curious. I'm very, very excited. Now guys, that is my TBR for the month of May. I have a few other audiobooks I'm not going to put up on the screen because I don't want to talk about them, but I have to. But yeah, I'm very, very excited. I don't plan on getting to all these books in the next 10 days. I'm traveling and things. I just don't see it happening. But there's a lot of books here that I really, really am looking forward to reading. So hopefully I can get to them in June, and maybe they'll go along with some of my oh gosh, what's it called? My readathons I'm taking place in. I'm taking place in 2 readathons, both TBRs, those going out next in the next few weeks. So look forward to those. I'm really, really looking forward to those. When those readathons do start, one of them starts on Wednesday, so like my vlog will be weird that time. But just be prepared that it's because I'm doing readathons, and I figured you want the vlogs for the readathons instead of just like a normal vlog. And I'm not gonna vlog twice. Sorry. But guys, if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, comment down below, and hit subscribe button. I'll see you all next time for another video.